Ladies and gentlemen and gamers and everyone in here right now, enthusiasts of Counter-Strike, welcome to Grand Finals for the North American Division here for season number 4 for Winners League, brought to you by VBet. We are live. We are kicking. We are so alive. Not only just live, Keith. Our WWE scriptwriters, they've really have outdone themselves this time. Yeah. They've set us up for what is the most 50-50 of Grand Finals that I have ever seen. I think the pistol round's already underway, so we're kind of ahead of schedule. So we'll get to the chatter here shortly. It is Dust 2, by the way. This is Triumph's map pick. Second map coming up, Keith, is going to be Mirage. Bungie's already gushed down. There's already a kill coming out. Now the flood's over towards the B side. Janji looking to hold strong. They're really trusting Janji here, but he's only good for 1. As Grim finds 2, Keith, and he's already began his rampage. Steel has 2 flashes in hand. That might buy Leaf some breathing room here on the entries, but it's a 4 versus 2.
This retake's gonna be so hard. Leaf's looking for something. He is gonna take the first winning. Looking for
I think your microphone has died, Keith.
My microphone died.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, technology's weird. It makes me nervous, scared, and happy all at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's the solar flares that are happening right now. It's kind of messing up everything.
But, what I was going to say is, I can't tell you how many times with the door change, I've seen a CT try to defend from outside the door and just not be
demolished.
used to the angle. Yeah, I feel like every time I've seen that, it's been at the T side getting that kill on that CT player. I think it's going to take a little bit for the CTs to get used to it. Because you have a lot of sight, and it should be taken advantage of, but it wasn't there, Roy, at all.
Okay. Triumph, though, with a 1-0. Chaos. They have forced up Keith. Leafs up close in the barrel. Headshot angle. I like this. A little aggro. Of course, Janji is behind him as well. He goes for the shot. It's missed. Janji attempts his shots. Also missed. Now he's getting overwhelmed. Vanity's here for the support as well. Janji and Vanity are only able to bring down 1 for their efforts, losing 2 players, Keith. This is not a good exchange here for Triumph, or for Chaos, excuse me. And Vanity and Zappa fall as well. Now it's all down to the IGL. And he's so far away right here. I really don't see this going well for him. He's just already going to go for the save, the deagle, the armor, the flashbang. And Triumph are on their way to a good 2-0 start, keeping 4 alive, Keith. This is... Not only that, but they're keeping the MAC 10s up as well. So they're going to use that to farm up some cash, get that early momentum, get that sail in the wind. Oof.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for sailing, by the way. It's gorgeous out there. As Steel is not a fan of it. He'll just grab this MAC 10, carry it, not stop them from carrying that over. And I can't wait, Roy. I know we didn't get a lot of pregame chatter in, but this is going to be an exciting best-of-3 grand final. 2 of the best teams throughout the entire season who've been playing a ton of Counter-Strike with upsets, almost it feels like consistently against other teams. We are primed, and we're locked and loaded for a great best-of-3 here. Oh, you got one. You know what?
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. Not bad. He got a deagle kill and the MAC 10 kill, so made that pretty expensive. I think the best part is he kind of denied the SMG bonuses here for Triumph, right? He's going to force them to buy up here if they want the SMG, but they're going to go AKs instead, obviously, for the future proofing is what I call it, that next round. Here we go, though. It looks like Triumph are once again eyeing out this B bomb site. Molotovs will flood all over. It's going to block off a massive part of the site. They make their way in. Leaf is good for 1. Steel finds a second, so not bad. Some economic damage dealt. I don't think Steel finds more, and he doesn't. He falls instantly. And Chaos are now on for a 3v3, coming in from all directions, Keith. Lower tunnels, T-spawn, 1 coming in through doors. And Triumph, they have AKs to hold this back. So I don't see this going well for Chaos unless they get this kill on Curry. And he's a little wiser to the risk here. He falls back.
Yeah, they want to try to save all these AKs at this point. Zeppa in the through. And, well, he's not long for this round. As Janji is going to be playing the exit game, perhaps come to mid and try to cut one of these players off. Smart, by the way, heads up play by Curry. I'm not sure. We were on POV, but Curry was throwing the AK out of B site in case Janji was sticking around to come in through tunnels. Doesn't matter anyway. Here comes the buy from Chaos up on Vanity very early. M4s in full utility for the rest of the boys. No kit, so maybe that's on Steel to pick up. He does budget for it exactly to the dollar. Here we go. Everyone has their preferred weapons at hand, Roy. This is going to be a pack.
Hey, managing his money well. I like that from Steel. I think the good part here for Chaos is that they've at least managed to keep some economic pressure, right? I mean, you got Junior kind of wounded in terms of money, $900. Sheikh Sula, no money. Spongy, Curry, Grim, the only ones with some money on hand. But Chaos have a good buy. This is what they need to contest this. And they're starting off with a triple defense setup here towards the A site. A goose setup for Zeppa, who's baiting, waiting, hiding. And Vanity, who's looking to be the main contact point and the main kind of aggressor for Chaos side as he looks here over into short. Looking for control, looking for a possible pick. Spots one, a missed shot, unfortunately. But this smoke is not going to do much here, since Vanity didn't spot many people here on short. So for all Chaos know, this is a fake. Now the B-Spade's coming in right now. They're making space quickly, Keith.
Yeah, this is going to be hard for Steel to stay on. They're at the door, and Curry has a double entry. Just like that, through the door, Chaos could not put a stop on this mid-push, could not even hold on to the B tunnels. It looked like Triumph just walked into an empty site almost, right? There's no fight put up whatsoever. Now it's John G and Vanity who have to somehow get together here and pull off a save. I like this from John G. See if there's any others. There won't be, so go ahead and just remove it. Look out for Junior. At least John G gets an AK. Now Spongy. Fun. There you go, John G. And honestly, I don't think Triumph can lose too many. On the saving grace as Curry and Spongy have money. They really do want to get Vanity's op out of his hands, though.
What a round. What double entries from Curry. So clean. I think Steel, by the time he realized what was happening, he just couldn't get the proper reaction out in time. He was trying to. He was trying to block off the B tunnels with a smoke. But as soon as he threw that, he kind of exposed himself to that extra space that Curry got. And there's not even an inch of hesitation with Curry's movement, Keith. So I think Triumph are locked in right now. They're looking for it. Vanity playing with fire. Excuse me, that's Steel. Playing from behind that smoke. Curry once again setting up for that beast blade another time. The scout, not the best of weapons. They're not even looking at him. What is going on? Steel, he gets one. Leaf chimes in as well. Suddenly they're getting mowed down with John G coming through the smoke, finding 2 kills. Junior can't find his shot either. And Chaos make their stand, Keith.
That seems so unaware from Triumph there. I don't, it's not the strat that makes me question that. It's the Steel getting away with taking 2 shots at 1 player, right? Maybe they thought he was behind the CT smoke and those were just shots whizzing through the smoke, but he was up close and personal. He gets one. They force CT and they pick it up, Roy. That's a big one for Chaos to find. And Chaos continue to dump utility and numbers towards long at the start of every round. We haven't seen a contest from Triumph yet. And I wonder if that's kind of like Triumph's wheelhouse, right? They like fighting long on Dust 2. It's something we've seen them do consistently. Perhaps feeling that this B site is a little weak. Perhaps something we want to lean towards, but Leaf is here. And as the smoke comes over, they even missed. I think they're trying to do like maybe a little wall of smoke to get to the site. That's the only reason I could see that deep smoke actually being tossed. But with getting picked with Curry now, they have to reset here, Roy.
Mid-round, mid-round, mid-round. Vanity holding in. I think they're still looking for this. Maybe they're just trying to squeeze out a pick right now. I don't think they're quite looking to finish this. Zeppa up close, gets one. Now Steel's trying to do the same. He can't really connect the fatal blow. He does a ton of damage. Here comes Janji on the 6, but he's only good for 1 here. And somehow, Triumph have ended into a manageable 2v2. They have time, but they're still going to commit to this B-bomb site. They know Leaf is here, though, Keith. It's not in question.
This reposition is so smart, though. They have to walk out and be very silent. They have no utility for the cross. Vanity gets timing as the bomb will cross. Check back side. He does. He says, you know what? I bet Leaf is still here. He'll hard clear the box while he gets to sight, leaving Vanity with an up. Coming up close to double doors. He knows the angle, and he can perhaps get a good shot on Spongy, but he won't even check. He's worried about under window. This setup from Triumph's going to be so hard. Vanny to break the first is in, but a good trade from Spongy. No hesitation whatsoever in that phase. He'll grab the op. Triumph will just keep their winning ways on the T side going, Roy.
Dude, I don't know if you saw how unlucky that was for Leaf, by the way. Vanity was actually holding his cross, but he started kind of overthinking what was happening, and he started to check his flank on the long A. And as soon as he looked away, they crossed on Leaf hiding backside. That was really unfortunate timing for Leaf. That's so unfortunate. He actually had the round in the bag too. But it's a 5-1 lead now for Triumph. Extending it, making it extremely comfortable. And that was a swing round, right, for Triumph. Their money was down to the wire. That could have been the fighting contention point for Chaos, but now they're in a tough spot. Alright, at least they have a full buy right here, Keith. Double ups. Double kits. They have what they need. Curry down to the Mac 10. Zeppa up close here with Leaf trying to cover him from further behind. Oh, they missed that one pixel smoke. This is Curry that could be eliminated. Oh, the timing.
Oh, look at Zeppa. He's the kind of next point of contention, isn't he? Close to these double doors, playing around the smoke. You heard them. And he catches the last player, the tail player. Perfect timing from Zeppa, as Triumph have 3 players now trying to come up the catwalk, trusting Jake Zula to deal with Long later. And here comes Grim. He comes down to CT. Vanity's missed a shot. He's dead, and Grim even finds Janji in the pit. Those are entries on entries. He finds a will, and he finds a way every time, Roy. And here's Shake. He's about to cut the rotates. Steel is dead to rights, and that is the case. It's all on Leaf, and he knows where Shake is. He knows the timing. There's a kid on Leaf. Is he on the bomb? Of course he is. 2 seconds. 1 second. Defuse is in.
Leaf. That was so sick. The awareness there. He gets the double kill. Made it look so clean as well. 3 kills. The clutch. Shake Zilla couldn't quite get there in time. Luckily, he got to save the op, but their money is in a pretty tough spot. I don't think they go off this one, but the first time out here for Triumph is in effect. I love that. I respect that so much. They always take very well timed timeouts. That sounds awkward to say, but Leaf stepping up, Keith. And the other thing too is, like, how does Grim do that? How does Grim
see that shot on that pit player? Oh,
yeah, I didn't see from his perspective, but I felt it. I saw it on the minimap. That was insane. He gets the kill onto guy pit instantly. Wow, that's crazy.
It's crazy. What's cool about it too is he was even like ready. Like, he's watched it. He knows he likes to hit so much, because that was the angle he pre-aimed. Like, his crosshair was set, and all you saw was the head of Janji. 1 bullet per him. He is a monster, and I think he's gonna be like that all series. Speaking of Janji and Grim, they're gonna have a little bit of a duel early towards long doors. One that Grim comes walking away from with more HP and force Janji back and out of nades. And this counterplay from Chaos, look out. It's coming towards catwalk. 2 players, very aggressive, and a third. That's Janji all the way from long. We're going to see a mid from Chaos. Jigula could be in a world of hurt in a moment. A lot of trust in Leaf on site with 4, and Grim with another entry. This man does not stop. He lives, breathes, and will die by the entries. And all of a sudden, Triumph have found 3 kills out of thin air, and I think the round is swiftly behind it.
The man does not miss. He just doesn't miss. Like, what happened? Like, Grim has always been sick, but what has happened in these last 3 months? What is he doing differently?
I was gonna say, it hasn't been long, has it? Like, he's only been in this, like, Grim Reaper mode for only, like, what it feels. You like that?
I like that. I like that. It's
for
very
only
fitting.
like 3-4 months. Like, that's it. It's wild how good he's been.
I was just drinking Pepsi at home. Man. Okay. Now, we've known that this is not really Chaos's best map. They're not bad on this map, by no means, okay? Don't think that. I'm saying that Chaos are bad on this map. But the fact that Triumph picked this map is already a big telltale sign that they feel a lot more comfortable on this than Chaos. And Grim, once again, another opener on Leaf. Leaf is probably getting tired of this. The second double entry here. Curry eliminating Vanity as well. Now Steel on the 6. Timing might be a little off, though. As soon as he gets around that corner, they're probably going to start looking for him.
Are you seeing a trend here, Roy?
Yes, ending B.
Yeah.
Every round?
Yeah. I think it's been every round but one,
That one
and that
long
was the
game.
one Leaf won. Yeah. They seem really comfortable in pinching these B tunnels, leaving a lurk mid or splitting onto B, getting the entries. It seems like it's their site, and I'm curious to see what the change is going to be from Chaos, right? You can kind of do one of two things. You can take it towards mid and kind of get a pick and then play for the retake B with the doors, or you change it to aggressive, maybe get an op in Steel's hand, let him work back site. I think something's going to change. Spongy a little too close to the bomb there. He'll go up. Jonji came in looking for the op, but it was tossed out of the map. And I think a change is gonna happen here, Roy, from Chaos. A shift in the default, maybe less concentration towards long. But it could be one of those traps laid by a lot of teams where they set the pattern of going somewhere for the first half and then give up and start going long. But Chaos, they're really hoping they come long.
Grim!
What, dude?
No, you can't do it like that, Grim. Come on. It's not even fair for anyone in the server. He's just getting what he wants everywhere he goes, Keith. He's like a spoiled brat.
Yeah, he is. It's like my sister. Throwing shade at somebody who's never gonna watch or hear this. Well, here we go. Here's a change from Steel. Top catwalk. The head of Shake is gonna get caught. Change, but Grim is still living on 2 HP. He'll find his second of the round. And Spongy's just walked out. What an awkward exchange, but Spongy, 12 HP, 31 HP, and 2 HP. Doesn't matter. The fact is they have a 2-man advantage, and I don't think Chaos want anything to do with this B retake. Unless Leaf gets it going. Now, unfortunately, he trades an M4 for an M4. But I think he's just going to grab this AK and move on with his day, Roy. It's going to be 8 from Triumph. That is a statement.
Yeah, and Grim is at 1.5 kills per round already. 15 and 6. 143 ADR. I mean, the man is just not missing right now.
What do you think the change from Chaos is? Like, is it just Grim who's winning those 50-50 duels? Is that all it is? Like, their setups seem okay. They seem coherent stuff, but I think Grim rips them apart because he's winning those 50-50s that even at times Chaos should be in an advantageous position for.
Right. I think the thing with Chaos right now is that they're just a little too comfortable behind their utility, right? Like, they're throwing the mollies, they're throwing the smokes, and they're expecting complete respect of these smokes and these Molotovs. But Grim, he never learned the word respect. He doesn't know what that is. He's very intuitive. He's very confident. Wherever he's feeling the kill, he's going to get it. Fire or smoke in front of him, it doesn't matter. He's going through. And Chaos can't get complacent behind that utility. They have to be ready for that. They have to be ready for all these X-Factor plays. This time, Triumph has went out long 8. 4 players there. Even the 5th is nearby as well. And Chaos have all grouped up towards mid and short A. Bit of a yin-yang. I think Chaos is sensing that there's no noise except at long A right now. So they're starting to send numbers back. But, I mean, this is a single op, a single AK, and Deagle CZs versus AKs and ops.
Yeah, probably not the most fair comparison. He's gonna go through the smoke. It's instantly gone. Grim is a menace. Look at him go from crosshair placement in CT to flicking up to find Zeppa. He is the only one they need to send to A site. Grim, go kill. We talked about this last time. And all of a sudden, it just leaves Vanity and Steel alone. And I did like what Chaos did. They did have the setup with Steel and Vanity. They had the bait on this A site. As Steel's going to continue to get some kills. Maybe more to be found. No, Jake should shut him down, and he will. But I like Chaos. They realized they had pistols. They realized they had only an op and AK. They didn't contest long like they wanted to. Someone went there through utility. As soon as they realized they were pressured, they took cat and mid. That is the appropriate response. But Triumph haven't done that against rifles really yet. Or only once. So I'm curious to see if Triumph are going to bait that response and have something counter to it. Because I think they knew as soon as it happened what was going on.
Oh, so I don't know if you see, but Triumph has a Brazilian flag.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Is it a mind game?
I think so. I think so.
Is that tactical
Bungie's
warfare I'm
rocking it.
sensing?
Yeah.
Also, I know we say Grim a lot. Like, Grim is obviously the one securing the kills, but to be fair, they are dedicating a lot of resources to setting him up, right? Like, they are giving him the smokes, they're giving him the flashes, they're giving him the space to do what he does. They're sending usually a player in front of him as well to open him up. There's a second kill to steal. The flashbangs are coming in. Spongy finds the 1-2 punch. Seppa's looking to fight back from outside the doors, but the utility is coming out now from Triumph, looking to secure the choke points, and is doing just that. Grim Jr. extremely wounded, and Chaos, they can still fight back in this round, even with a man down.
All these nades being thrown towards the door. They still have a smoke and a molly after all.
Welcome back, guys. I apologize for that one. Unfortunately, one of our computers malfunctioned, but we are back into the pistol. We go. Junior and Curry and Junior 2 for 2. Keith, it's a 10-5 finish here for Triumph, and it seems like they're continuing their spree. They're continuing their momentum into the second half as well, securing the second pistol. And actually, interestingly enough, they did say recently on Twitter where they're like, we have. I didn't think this was a problem, right? I thought they were securing a lot more pistols than maybe they actually in reality are, but they were complaining about how hard these games have been because they have not been able to secure pistols, but now they're securing pistols against Triumph on Dust 2, and that's propelling them with confidence moving forward. Of course, Chaos are on the force by now with 4 Deagles, a Deagle Brigade with a Scout Sprinkle on top. Keith looking to fight back against the buy here for Triumph, and they're already off to a bad start.
I mean, just look at this buy from Triumph. The double M4s on the players who have been going off the entire game. It's going to be hard for Chaos with this force to get anything going. It does start with 1 kill, though, Roy. That's what we always say. 1, and then you kind of start to see a snowball. Especially if that gun can be retrieved. A lot of pressure on Junior on this A ramp. Grim is on his way through CT, looking for Vanity. That's bomb drop, but he'll fall. M4 on the floor. Does Junior have the same fate? Yes, he does. Those are huge clinical kills from Jonji. Leaf just has to be bomb boy here. Grab the bomb and bring it to site. And unable to get those guns. It's unfortunate where they dropped. And this retake is going to be comfortable for Triumph with rifles. A lot of pressure on Chaos with the Deagles. And it's Deppa alone. Not even a single kill back. But they got to site. They got a couple kills. They get the bomb down. And a little side note, as we mentioned before the malfunction, we said Chaos needed to win out, or at least I did. And I felt like it was fairly accurate. Win out their CT side. And it did just that, by the way, Roy.
Right,
winning
exactly.
the last 3 rounds.
Yeah, they finished 10-5, which is not an ideal finish by any means, but considering you lost pistol and how that beginning of that half was going, 10-5 is recoverable, right? Now you're going to the pistol, you force bought the second round. It didn't go too well for you. But this buy right here from Chaos, it is so risky, but could also change the fate of this half completely if it's successful. They're going to take out the Galils. They have an AK out for Jonji. No light armor on any of the players. Vanity on a Scout. Not a bad buy to contest what is also a mixed buy here for Triumph too, right? They have the MP9 on Shake. They get the FAMAS on Grim, one of their hard hitters. But they do have op. They do have utility. They do have kits. But Jonji, that opening pick could make the world of difference here against Grim, and he gets it.
Really changes the way this round is going to play out. Grim is that rotator. He is the guy to come in through CT and shut down your cap play. With him gone, Chaos feels really comfortable moving up here. But Junior and Shake out of nowhere. A kill apiece. Is Jonji going to sneak out on Junior? Of course he is. The timing is on point. Vanity can plant now for Jonji, who was picked up Junior's off. And I think I have a feeling Spongy and Curry, I was going to say, maybe liking their odds here. Spongy just has to live, and he can't. They put a lot on Curry to get some good timing towards Janji. And Janji with 3 already is on the hunt for the 4th. And I don't think he has any plans of letting Curry get away. But at the same time, he doesn't exactly know he's there. A big round for Chaos, Roy. They make the purchase. They take the fights. And a big pick from Janji. This is kind of like the Janji round.
I mean, he's not even doing poorly at all, though. He's 15 kills going on the 18th round right here. Going on the 19th, I should say. Excuse me. He's not too far away from, you know, Grimm's 21, which is the highest in the server. Of course, Curry's also at 13 kills, not doing too bad himself. And that's kind of like the one person that we haven't really spoken about in a while, right? We've all been talking about Zeppa, we've been talking about Leaf, but Janji's kind of the very big X factor for Chaos, right? You never know which version of Janji you're gonna get, but even at his worst, it's still an average performance, which is amazing. So he's that player that could really pop off and turn things around, and it seems to be going so right now. 12-6 though, still a massive deficit between these two teams, but they're definitely off to a good start with Triumph's money completely shattered here, as they are only on the hero rifle for Curry, saved from the round before, and a potential 7th here available for Chaos, as long as they don't royally mess this one up, Keith.
Yeah, that's a. I feel like it's a lot to ask for them to mess this up. I think this would be pretty comfortable for them. It'd be hard for Steel to let this one go. I don't think it's going to. Curry is the last man off of B with that M4. He's worried about Cat. At this point, he just wants to live. Spongy will play kind of like a bait with him in towards B in case they hunt. And everyone kind of just settles into that comfort zone now. Chaos going to be able to get to 7. They've built up a little bit of a bank, and I don't want to hype it up because it really isn't much, is it? With Janji and pretty much Steel going to be the ones who are more well off. They only kept 3 players alive with the first rifle, which is the goal, but it comes at a cost, doesn't it, Roy?
Mm-hmm. Always does. There's always a cost to everything.
Spongy.
Oh, he's run gone. Both guns. Well, that was a pistol, but the rifle's gone, and that's really the big piece here. The Galil upgrade to the M4, not a bad deal. Vanity keeps the op. Everything is maintained. Economy now booming for Chaos. And there's only a 5-round deficit, right? This one should also be a bit of a freebie, considering Triumph are very minimally investing into this in terms of just pistols and 1 armor for Curry. And Vanity is already taking out Curry.
Yep. Through the top left, I think the smoke, he jumped out of the smoke, popped his head up. What animal does that to tell you? A gopher, right? Or is it something else that tells you how long, if the winter's gonna be longer, spring? You know what I mean?
No.
The groundhog. That's it. Gophers are cute. They have no use in telling you if it's gonna be longer. It's groundhog.
So are lizards and socks, Keith. Those are the cutest.
Okay. Adorable. This round is still maybe could back a punch from Triumph for these nades. I'm very, very curious where these nades are going to be tossed. Perhaps on a B retake towards car.
Are they even going to be tossed at this point?
If they're able to find, they might. Hang on. Well, Leaf doesn't want them to throw it. Yeah, they might not get thrown. Oh, here they come. They might be in trouble. They're all guns with their nades.
Okay, that's an M4. They've recovered their gun.
Cool. Well, Grim has armor too, Roy. He might be able to drop a couple guns here from Chaos, who, by the way, need to build a bit of a comeback, and Grim doesn't want to allow this to happen. 3 from him, and they're like, nope. All right, you know what? Yeah, that M4, yeah, you can have it. Not a big deal. Whatever. We didn't want it. We didn't want to take it away from him. And I don't think Steel's safe. No, he's definitely not safe.
Yeah, they just lost their entire money. And Steel died to bomb on top of that. It's not disastrous yet, because they have a ton of money saved up. It's not a problem, really, in this round, and maybe not even in the next, but that could have been the extra gun round when they really needed it, you know? That could have prevented their potential eco until this game was a tie game. Now it's kind of like, they buy this round, they buy the next, gun round after that, not looking so hot. Triumph might actually be able to get up to 15, so problems ahead, but not yet. That might be in the future. That may or may not happen. But as of right now, Triumph Keith have taken out something they have not shown yet in this game. The double op setup for Spongy and Junior. We've seen this before many times, dismantling many teams. It is pretty strong. I wonder what the approach for Chaos is when they discover that there are 2 ops, which they don't know yet, by the way.
No, they haven't discovered that yet. But archaeologists, they're out on a discovery mission. Maybe they'll figure it out shortly. Throwing the bomb into the middle of the doors, though, probably won't help. There's a flash of vanity. Ooh, and he was really hoping he would connect that one clean. Through the wall, hits Junior. Down to 16 he'll go, but he's still alive. And that op, it doesn't necessarily matter what your HP is, can still be deadly. All the while, Steel not being silent towards this B site. And here we go. It is a B split. How do Triumph handle these? Well, they're going to say Curry, lock down this door. Can he do it? Leaf is here. There is another player backside that is spongy with an op, and it's about to be hot. The molly thrown at him. Leaf is swinging from sight. Did not stand a chance. And I have a feeling Triumph did not like their odds, already backing up. Keep an eye on John. He's being punished, and he will.
All right, now everybody's eating up, Keith. Leaf's getting a bit of the pie. Jonji's getting some as well. Everyone is banging. Things are flowing much better for Chaos here on this T side, excuse me. And Triumph, they are stunted once again. Junior will be able to hold on to his op momentarily unless Jonji continues the hunt. But 3 players alive, Keith. That's great for Chaos. They can keep that bank rolling. They can guarantee that they do not get reset at all if things go wrong.
Terrorists win.
Oh, Junior. He really wants that out.
Can't blame him. He is a monster with it. And they can afford a little bit of a half buy around it. Maybe enough to, you know, you get a 1v1 with an MP9. Next thing you know, it's an AK. In Curry's confirmed hands. That could be worrisome for Chaos. They look to avoid this as the op from Junior is towards Catwalk. It seems like they're setting up for a bit of a mid-split here, or a mid-pinch. These Catwalk players don't want to fall off for free. Force out as much utility from Chaos as you can. And Grim. Grim just said, you know what, Grim? I know how you peek. Or Zeppa said, I know how you peek, Grim. And he literally Grim peeked. Dry, confidence peek. Zeppa gets to do one with the molly. Grim's getting a taste of his own medicine there. As Shake is able to grab the op, but stuck in CT. There's players out through B, up Catwalk. He has nowhere to go. He is in the only safe place on the entire map.
Bomb has been planted.
For now.
Terrorists win.
Okay, maybe not.
Wasn't so safe.
Yeah. 12-10. Second time out now for Triumph. Well timed once again. They always seem to get their problems resolved here in these timeouts. But the bank Chaos is really getting up there now. Got Vanity at 11.3. 6K across the board, except for, of course, Zeppa 4.5. Not a big deal. Double op set up once again here for Triumph, which of course limits the utility for Spongy and Junior, but it does give obviously the extra oomph in the beginning of the round and the mid round as well. But so far, Chaos has done a pretty good job minimizing the double ops, right? They're using the proper defaults, they're using the proper utility in lower tunnels to deny the short A aggression. They're using smokes towards upper B. They're using flashes towards long. Like, they're doing all their due diligence to reduce the risks and minimize the risk of getting picked early by the ops, which obviously is the ultimate goal of the double op setup.
It's kind of what I've come to expect from Chaos and Steel, is utilizing every piece of utility they can and minimizing the risk in every round. It's something I've seen on a lot of Steel teams. They don't get caught off by double ops often, and when they do the next round, there's an immediate change, so it never happens again. That's one thing I've always been trustworthy for from Steel and from teams, so cool to see that continue. Last time these double ops, I believe one got caught towards short, had to fall off, and it doesn't matter. They're forcing this cat smoke. As I reminisce, and as I go through memory lane, the bomb is dropped. I'm curious. Triumph are about to figure this out with Curry pushing forward. A lot of pressure on John Q to stay alive. He has to try to figure out if he can get a kill or live, and he can't. It's Curry. to go ahead and say thanks for the bomb and catwalk control, leaving just Vanity and Leaf slowly creeping through long, peeking into a posted Junior, flash over, and Junior wants seconds and he will get it. That's even thirds, actually. Triumph will get a round, a rifle round, I should say, on the CT side. It's been a while, but I bet that feels good. And, may I add, with 5 alive, Roy.
Yes, that is such a huge difference now. They have the full util. They made some profit in terms of their investments. They can get... Wow!
He's done it again. Same
Yeah.
person, too.
that has to be very frustrating. Like, let the man play the game, Vanity. Let him play the game. But I should be yelling at Gaben instead.
Just let him play.
What an
Jake.
important round, though, for that pick.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you're seeing. I see it.
Yeah, he's creeping. He is creeping. I got a little nervous. Maybe a little early for caution and nervous there, but Shake's gonna be mullied out. He has to get forward. What a play for Vanity. He's gonna make sure he knows about it. Yeah, he's gonna make sure.
A little psychological warfare, perhaps?
Junior towards Car. Answers back. Still man advantage for Chaos Roy. They're up cat. I wonder how much support Junior can give Grim. He has a molly, but Zeppa's about to peek from CT. They know Grim is towards Goose, and I don't think he'll give him another, and Zeppa will not allow it. They dismantle the A-hold, and that's all Triumph had left, and Chaos still head that way, Roy.
I mean, that's the opening pick factor, right? You get that opening pick. Kind of makes one person somewhere on the map a little uneasy. That time it was Shake, right? He wanted some sort of advantage recovered as early as possible. And he just couldn't quite figure out how to get it done. He's trying the up mid angles. He's trying to hold for the jump. Nothing came. Tried to hold behind the door. He got mollied out by Jonji and eliminated. So they got the double entries. Can't really expect much from that outcome. But I think the loss bonus is still here for Triumph. And with this saved op, they might be able to still front a pretty good buy. And I think they will. So Curry has 6.1k. That could be a second op if they want it. They will go for it. He's going to drop it over to Junior. Spongy again, still back on the op. Oddly enough, like almost everyone on this roster could be opping, no problem. I think Grim is maybe too valuable to have on an op. I think his playmaking is just too strong on the rifle. Just let him have it. This time though, Triumph are going to switch it up a little bit. They're going to go for the B heavy defense. It's 3 in that early. They're going to send Spongy alone out long with the op, trying to hold back as much as he can. But wait, they're going aggressive. Steel gets spotted on the right side. They're focusing on this. They're about to double peek it. Keith is about to be a...
Oh, the timing. That is CSGO in a nutshell, isn't it? They're about to be triple peaked. And instead, they're able to escape. And I like this change from Triumph. They've been having troubles with the CT player getting caught or not being able to get out. Shakespeare's been punished for playing close. What's the change? Well, it's trust the A players. Trust the long setup. And Jake is going to be tested once more, but this time he has backup. Junior with the op. Are they going to continue to press forward? No, Chaos don't like it. They've yet to get mid control. They really don't know what's going on there. And they're trusting Zeppa to call for him. I think they're basing a lot of this mid round on Zeppa's success, and now that he's found none and been found out, I want to see what Chaos do here, Roy. They're limited on options.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, and they don't really have any utility to shut down Spongy here on the op towards Card. It's going to be free pickings for Spongy as long as he can guarantee the kills. Game helper. Here they come. Up the cat they go. That's the first for Spongy. He's going to use his utility. Or not, he's just going to run away. He's going to back out. He knows he has safe passage considering Grim is holding control towards long. The bomb will get planted. But it's a 3 versus 5 in favor of Triumph on what is a very important round for these two teams, Keith. Chaos. They could potentially get the tie out of this one. And Triumph can extend their lead. They can get closer to that finish line. 5v3. Here we go.
Yeah, flash over from Spongy. The ops will try to bait the rifles, and it's Leaf and Vanity. Here we go, but the numbers in Triumph's favor, and Spongy with that op. He may not be the primary, but when he has it, he seemingly always delivers, Roy. Triumph will steal 14. Chaos worked hard to get to that site, but just limited on post-plant options, and they get found out quickly. That is just A+ trading from Triumph there, if I had to give them a grade.
And timeout by Triumph. Interesting. By the way, there's not a single person in the server over 20 kills except for Grim at 25.
Of course. Of course.
He's kept
Still
up
pulling
his
180,
one kill.
yeah.
He's kept up his 1 kill per round average. 101 ADR, 101 utility damage. This man is rocking the Matrix numbers. 11 effective flashes, 101, 101, 11. I mean, he is the chosen one, Keith. He is the one.
He is. He's been on a tear, as we said. He's been on the Grim Reaper mode a little bit. And that is not stopping here. All game long, he's been a menace and a pain in Chaos. I don't see that stopping. Chaos. Long is their chosen destiny this time around. We get to see a cool little molly over the skybox with Vanity. If anyone was towards cat, it would force them back towards mid, but they are still deep cat. While Grim will worry and stay around CT to hold mid. Chaos look like they're just going to shift on this. They'll have the smokes, and they're looking across. I have a feeling they know the exact setup they're about to run in because they have set up pretty much identically when they were on the CT side and Long was taken. But they're peeking Junior. That's one fatal error. With Steel getting found out, and now the op on Cat starting to find some heads. They need Vanity. He hustles here in backup. And
Nice.
Jonji, he does find that 1v1 in CT. The retake is, though, coming in full swing soon here.
Yeah, the worst part is guys have nothing to defend against this. It's just confidence right now. Look at Zeppa. He's getting into their faces. He's going to go inside the smoke. They have no idea he's here. If he times it well, he can demolish it. And they do along with Vanity. The 2v2 now. One coming in from Long. One's already up close on the ramp.
Time's becoming an issue. Zeppa gets one. He ducks down and pops back on up. Zeppa has a round to pull Chaos back. He keeps them from the brink of falling off. What was a risky play. You called it when you saw it. This is going to be either really good or really bad, and it will pay off beautifully for Chaos, Roy.
You gotta love that, man. You have to love having these young players, right? Like, relatively inexperienced in the grand scheme of things. Like, obviously, these guys have been competing for a while, but we're talking about young players and making the craziest of plays in the time of need. Like, wow, is it important to have players like that on your roster. Zeppa really stepping up there. Of course, Vanity chimed in as well, but that play from Zeppa positioned him so well, and they secure the round on top of that, putting Triumph on the eco here. Nothing really invested except the deagle, the 5-7, the P250, a single flash here for Spongy. And that's it, Keith. That's all they have to work with. Chaos are closing the gap. 14-13. Should be, as long as things go according to plan. The flashbang is perfect. They can't quite get a kill off it. Johnny doubles down and finds a triple. Zeppa finds one as well. Grim Reapered. 4 kills for Jonji. 14-13. We're getting closer and closer here, Keith. The gap is closing. Luckily for Triumph, the loss bonus is real. And we are back on the full buy here for Triumph. Back on the double op as well.
We've seen Triumph attempt B aggression. We've seen them fight Cat in towards mid. We're going to get this long fight. It's been a long time coming. And there you go. Spongy, right when that smoke blooms, he'll find the head of Leaf. A long time coming, most literally. I don't think we've had one long fight yet, really. It's been very give and take from both of these sides. Now we're starting the clash. The response from Chaos was quite swift, honestly. It's very reactive. Immediately towards Midroy. And I have a feeling they're eyeing up more than likely this B site, but they're heading Cat. If they can fool me, I wonder if Triumph have any idea of this.
Steel comes in through middle, eliminates both Grim and Spongy. Now it's back down to 3s, Keith. They have passage to the bomb site. The bomb will make its way in. It will be planted. Are they going for the long plant? Yes, they are. Kind of like the everything plan, not really long only. Steel maintains his position inside of spawn. Jonji's there to pivot to help him as well on car. I like this pulse plant. Vanity keeps eyes on long. Everyone else could watch short A or listen to it. And we're down to the 3v3 retake here.
Oh, how do you try and get back? Shake is creeping. Won't even consider car. He's gone. Can Jonji tap away for a second? It's Curry. Who else? with his M4, the second hero of Triumph. They know Vantage is stuck on site with an op, and he still gets away with a kill, leaving Junior alone, isolated, and that's what Steel likes. He was creeping and he was crawling that entire round, Roy. That call to immediately go mid, throw a little bit of a fake mid to B like Chaos have been doing, it's almost like their backup, right, as a mid to B when long fails. We've seen them activate that before. And to go cat and leave Steel, it worked a capital T.
Head of the snake, Keith. He knows what he's doing. Janji finds the opener towards long. That shake gone down. Spunchy also got tagged earlier, by the way, by Vanity again in the same kind of pick that he's been going for. And now everyone is looped up here for Chaos. Big step for Steel. Still lurking towards the middle. Oh, what? How?
Yo, he is
That's a
nuts.
deagle. It's not supposed to work like that. Like, why is it that when I'm wearing the deagle, it's like I'm literally blindfolded, trying to shoot pins on the ground from miles away. But these guys just jumping deag headshot like it's nothing.
I don't know. Are you shooting at the apex of your jump void while tapping S to get the most accuracy? It's absurd, isn't it?
Keith, I have scientists, mathematicians calculating the perfect movement I would need to land these shots, and I can't get it. These guys just here he goes. Yeehaw! Yeet! I don't know.
This is gonna be perhaps the final round here. Chaos bringing it B for what could be the steal from Chaos, and it's Janji to double entry. He has stood up tall for Chaos when they need it. That's his 27th kill. And now they've forced Triumph into a retake B with little utility. A double smoke, double flash. No mollies for angles. Your door just got re-smoked. There are troubling times ahead. There is going to be a pop flash coming in from Junior, and here they go. The player under window, lock it down, is Janji for 4, going for the ace. He wanted it so bad, and can Junior send Triumph to OT, or is that going to be just that? In the air, and there's Zeppa to catch him. That was a trust fall, and that was a comeback, and Chaos make it a display, Roy.
Whew, 16-14. They did it, Keith. They have toppled the Grim Reaper himself, popping off at his peak. Somehow they've bring it back. That T side from Chaos flowed so much better than their defense, right? I almost felt like a part of me was losing hope when I saw 12-5, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a huge lead for Triumph, and that was their map pick. I think that's the worst thing of all, right? Is like this is supposed to be Triumph's victory. Thus too. The next map we're going into by no means is a weakness for Triumph, right? But that is Chaos's territory. It's where they're looking to bring the fight to them, and I am not sure what to expect, right? I thought this was going to be a Triumph win for sure here on Dust 2, but now we've seen it flip flop. What's going to happen in Mirage? Well, we're going to have to find out here shortly, of course. Before we go on break, everyone in here, please do follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Pump out content daily. If you're enjoying the content, if you want to see us pump out some more, please do follow us along with our journey, and your support means a lot to us and helps us in our endeavors. For now, everybody, we're going to go to a quick short break. We're going to restock on some water, and of course the fire is not going to be let out, I don't imagine, Keith. I think we will see a third map, but we'll have to find out here on the second map on Mirage coming up here shortly. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned and enjoy the music.